Have you ever noticed how life always finds a way? How that door that seemed like the only possibility closed, but weeks later something better appeared out of nowhere? How that problem that kept you awake at night simply resolved itself? How the right people showed up exactly when you needed them? Life has a wisdom that your mind still can't calculate. And when you finally relax and trust in that wisdom, something extraordinary happens. You stop fighting against the river and begin to flow with it. Trusting life isn't about pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about recognizing that, even when things seem confusing, there's a greater intelligence operating behind the scenes. It's that feeling that you're being cared for, even without understanding how. It's realizing that your anxiety about the future is just your mind trying to control something that doesn't need to be controlled. Life has already brought you this far, overcoming every obstacle, healing every wound, opening every necessary path. Why would now be different? There's an immense lightness in simply trusting. Imagine waking up without that weight in your chest, without the mental list of everything that could go wrong, without the constant fear of not being enough or not making it. Imagine, instead, waking up with a quiet certainty that, no matter what happens today, you have within you everything you need to get through it, and more. That life is conspiring for things to work in your favor, even when the path doesn't make sense yet. Your body already knows how to trust. Your heart beats without you asking. Your lungs breathe while you sleep. Your cells regenerate, your wounds heal, your entire system works tirelessly to keep you alive and functioning. All that incredible intelligence happens without conscious effort. And if your body trusts life that much, perhaps your mind can learn to as well. Fear and insecurity are just mental habits. They're old programming that you learned at some point as a form of protection. But now, you're ready for a new way of living. A way where you don't need to be always alert, always preparing for the worst, always feeling inadequate. You can simply be here, present, open, confident that you're in the right place, at the right time, being exactly who you need to be. Breathe with me now. Inhale deeply, feeling the fresh air entering your lungs, and exhale, releasing that tension you didn't even know you were holding. One more time. Inhale trust, exhale fear. Your body knows how to do this. It always has. Let me ask you an honest question. How many times have you been absolutely certain that something terrible was going to happen, and in the end, things worked out? How many doors closed in front of you, and weeks later you realized that a much better window had opened? How many nights did you spend awake, worried about problems that simply disappeared on their own? Life has an intelligence that your analytical mind cannot calculate. It sees the whole picture while you can only see this moment. When you were in that relationship that seemed to be everything, and it ended, you thought you would never recover, but you did. When you lost that job, that opportunity, that specific dream, the world seemed to be falling apart, but it didn't. You're here. You survived 100% of your worst days. This isn't luck, my dear. This is life holding you, even when you couldn't feel its hands supporting you. Fear tries to convince you that you need to be always on alert, always preparing for disaster. But that constant vigilance is exhausting you. It's stealing your joy, your spontaneity, your ability to be truly present. And the irony is that all that control isn't making you safer. It's just making you more tired. I want you to repeat something with me now. Not just with your mouth, but with your heart. Feel the words entering your chest like a warm light. I trust in the flow of life. I am safe, even when I don't understand the path. Say it again, slower. I trust in the flow of life. I am safe, even when I don't understand the path. Feel how these words change something within you. Maybe it's subtle, just a slight shift in your breathing or the weight of your shoulders. But it's happening. You're reprogramming something very ancient. Let's talk about what it really means to trust life. It's not about pretending everything is perfect when it's not. It's not about denying your fears or forcing yourself to be positive when you're suffering. Trusting life is recognizing that, even in the midst of confusion, there's a greater order operating. It's like being in the ocean. You can fight against the waves and exhaust yourself, Or you can learn to float and let the water hold you. Your body already knows how to do this. It trusts life instinctively. Your heart doesn't doubt whether it will beat again. Your lungs don't panic about the next breath. Your cells work in perfect harmony, regenerating, communicating, keeping you alive every second. All that incredible intelligence happens without conscious effort. And if your body can trust like that, why can't your mind learn? The answer lies in old programming. At some point in your life, you learned that the world wasn't completely safe. Maybe someone hurt you. Maybe you lost something important. Maybe you simply absorbed the fear of the people around you. And your mind, trying to protect you, created an alert system that never turns off. But that system is outdated now. It's protecting you from dangers that no longer exist. Imagine a child holding an old torn blanket. They refuse to let it go because one day, long ago, that blanket made them feel safe. But now they've grown, and the blanket is just getting in the way. Your fears are like that blanket. They served a purpose once, but now you're ready to release them and discover that you never needed them to be safe. Pause for a moment and place your hand over your heart. Do you feel that constant rhythm? That pulse that has never abandoned you since the day you were born? That's the sound of life loving you. It's the physical proof that you're held by something much greater than your fear. That heartbeat when you received that devastating news. It beat when you felt completely alone. It beat in moments when you thought you couldn't take one more second. And it's beating now, faithfully, bringing you to this new day, this new opportunity to choose trust instead of fear. The truth is that trusting doesn't mean nothing bad will happen. It means knowing that you have within you everything you need to get through anything. It means recognizing that every challenge you faced taught you something, strengthened you somehow. It means realizing that life isn't trying to destroy you. It's trying to shape you into something stronger, more compassionate, more authentic. When you trust, decisions become easier. You stop tormenting yourself, trying to predict every possible consequence. You stop paralyzing yourself between 1,000 options. You simply listen to your intuition, that gentle voice that always knew the way, and follow it. And somehow, even when the path seems strange or illogical, things begin to fall into place. Let me give you something practical, something you can do today. When fear comes, and it will come because it's an old habit, I want you to take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this fear protecting me from a real danger now? Or is it just trying to control me with future possibilities? Most of the time, you'll realize you're suffering over things that haven't happened yet and probably never will. Then, instead of fighting against the fear or trying to suppress it, simply acknowledge it. Thank you for trying to protect me, but now I choose to trust. It's simple, but powerful. You're teaching your mind that it has another option besides fear. I release the need to control the future. I trust that I am being guided toward my highest good. Repeat this with me. I release the need to control the future. I trust that I am being guided toward my highest good. Feel how these words relax something deep within you. You don't need to have all the answers now. You don't need to know every step before taking the first one. Life will reveal the path as you walk. Now, I know that part of you might be resisting. Maybe you're thinking, but I've trusted before and was disappointed. I already believed things would work out and they didn't. How can I trust again? My dear, I understand. That pain is real. That disappointment was deep, and you have every right to protect yourself. But here's something you might not have noticed yet. Even in those moments when everything seemed to be going wrong, life was taking care of you. You might not have been able to see it at the time, but now, looking back, you can notice how that loss led you to a better place, how that disappointment freed you from something that wasn't meant for you, how that pain taught you something essential about who you really are. Life never promised you that everything would be easy. It promised you that you would never be alone, and it kept that promise, even in the darkest moments. You're still here. You're still breathing. You still have the capacity to begin again, to choose differently, to open your heart once more. Trusting isn't naivety, it's courage. It's choosing to believe that, no matter what happens, you'll be able to get through it. It's recognizing that you've already gotten through so many things before, and if necessary, you'll get through again. But this time, you don't need to carry that weight alone. Life wants to help you. You just need to allow it. Imagine for a moment that you're in a river. The water is carrying you. You can fight against the current, thrashing about, exhausting yourself, trying to swim in the opposite direction. Or you can relax, float, trust that the water knows where to take you. Both options are difficult at first, but one of them takes you somewhere new. The other just leaves you exhausted in the same place. Now, close your eyes for a moment if you can, or simply soften your gaze. I want you to visualize something with me. Imagine a golden warm light descending from the sky, touching the top of your head. It's not an ordinary light. It's the pure essence of trust and safety. It descends slowly, like warm honey, touching your forehead, your cheeks, your neck. This light dissolves tension. It touches your shoulders, which carry so much weight, and whispers, "You can rest now." It descends to your chest, to that heart that has worked so hard to keep you safe, and says, "You are loved, you are protected, you can trust." The golden light continues descending, touching your stomach, where you hold so many worries. It warms that place and dissolves old knots. It descends to your legs, your feet, grounding you in the certainty that you belong here. You are part of this life, and this life wants your well-being. Now, visualize this light expanding around you, creating a sphere of protection and love. Within this sphere, you are safe. Within this sphere, you can relax, you can trust. Nothing can harm you here, and wherever you go today, this light goes with you. You are not alone. I am surrounded by love and divine protection. With every step I take, I am guided toward my highest good. Once more, from the depths of your heart, I am surrounded by love and divine protection. With every step I take, I am guided toward my highest good. Here's something that can change everything: gratitude. When you begin to notice and give thanks for the small things, something shifts in your vibration. You begin to attract more good things. Not because you're being rewarded, but because you're finally paying attention. You're tuned into the frequency of abundance instead of lack. So today, before you sleep, I want you to find 3 things you're grateful for. They don't need to be big. Maybe it's the warm morning coffee. Maybe it's a stranger's smile. Maybe it's simply the fact that your heart is beating, your lungs are breathing, and you have one more day to try, to learn, to grow. Gratitude doesn't deny pain. It just reminds you that even in difficulty, there's still beauty. There are still reasons to continue. And when you focus on those reasons, more of them appear. That's how the law of attraction works, not magically, but practically. You see more of what you're looking for. And here's the deepest secret. Miracles aren't always grand events. Sometimes a miracle is waking up a little less anxious. It's being able to make a decision without torturing yourself. It's feeling an unexpected peace in the midst of chaos. It's realizing that you trusted, and life responded in a way you could never have planned. When you trust, you stop trying to force specific outcomes. You stop gripping so tightly that you squeeze the life out of things. You open your hands and say, "I know what I want, but I trust that you know what I need." And in that space between wanting and releasing, magic happens. Maybe you're thinking, but what if it's too late for me? What if I've already wasted so many opportunities, made so many wrong decisions, that now there's no way to fix it? My dear, it's never too late. As long as you're breathing, you're still creating. Every thought you choose now is shaping your future. Every moment of trust you practice is rewriting your story. You're not starting from zero. You're starting with experience, with wisdom gained through pain, with a deeper understanding of who you are and what truly matters. These things aren't failures, they're foundations. And on these foundations, you can build something new, something authentic, something yours. Life isn't judging you for taking time to get here. It's celebrating the fact that you arrived. Every step you take toward trust is a miracle. Every moment you choose to release fear is a victory. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be willing to try. If it helps, grab a notebook today. Write this question at the top of the page. In what areas of my life am I still trying to control everything? And then, just write, without filter, without judgment. Let the words flow. You might discover you're trying to control things you didn't even know you were holding so tightly. And then, write another question. What do I need to release in order to trust more? Again, just write. It might be a person, a belief, an expectation, a specific outcome. Whatever it is, simply acknowledge it, and then gently give yourself permission to let go. I release what I cannot control. I trust in the divine timing of my life. Feel this in your body. I release what I cannot control. I trust in the divine timing of my life. Here's the deepest truth I can give you. You are held by the same force that moves the stars in the sky, the same intelligence that makes the seasons change, that makes seeds germinate, that makes the tides rise and fall. You're not separate from that force. You are part of it, and it never, ever abandons you. When you're afraid, that force is with you. When you doubt, it's with you. When you fall, it's there to hold you. You can call it God, universe, life, love. The name doesn't matter. What matters is that it's real and it's your ally. So today, choose to trust a little more. It doesn't need to be a complete transformation. Just one step, one breath, one moment where you choose to believe you're being cared for, even without tangible proof. That one moment will lead to another, and another. And before you know it, trusting won't be an effort anymore. It will be your nature. You came into this world trusting completely. As a baby, you didn't doubt that you would be fed, warmed, loved. Somewhere along the way, you learned to doubt. But that baby still exists within you, that part of you that knows how to trust instinctively. It never left. It was just waiting for you to remember. Breathe deeply with me now. Feel the space around you. Feel how there's space for you to grow, space for you to make mistakes, space for you to learn and try again. Life isn't pressuring you to be perfect. It's inviting you to be true, to be you with all your imperfections, all your fears, all your imperfect beauty. And in that truth, there's freedom. Freedom to stop trying to prove your worth. Freedom to stop comparing yourself to others. Freedom to simply be and trust that by being who you are exactly what the world needs. When you wake up tomorrow, before you pick up your phone, before you start the mental list of worries, place your hand on your heart again. Feel that rhythm. And say to yourself, I trust, I trust, I trust. Just 3 times. Let those words anchor you. Let them remind you that you're not alone in this day. And when fear comes, because it will come, it's persistent. Don't fight against it. Just breathe through it. Acknowledge that it's there, but don't let it drive. You're in charge now, and you're choosing to trust. I am safe. I am supported. I trust in the process of my life. From your heart, once more, I am safe. I am supported. I trust in the process of my life. There's a force in this universe that wants to see you flourish, that wants to see you joyful, free, at peace. And that force is working in your favor right now in this exact moment. You might not see how. You might not understand the path. But it's there, weaving your life into patterns that will only make sense when you look back. So trust. Trust when it makes sense, and especially when it doesn't. Trust when it's easy and when it's the hardest thing in the world. Because in the end, trusting is the only path to peace. And peace is your birthright. You don't need to earn the right to trust. You don't need to be good enough first. You can trust now, exactly as you are, with all your doubts, all your fears, all your messy humanity. Life accepts you completely, and it's waiting for you to accept yourself too. Today is a new day, a new chance, a new opportunity to choose trust over fear. And every time you choose trust, you become a little more free, a little lighter, a little more yourself. You are ready. Life is ready. And something beautiful is about to happen. Just trust. Life loves me and supports me. I walk with trust, knowing I am exactly where I need to be. One last time, with all the sincerity of your heart. Life loves me and supports me. I walk with trust, knowing I am exactly where I need to be. May this message have touched something deep within you. May you carry this trust into the rest of your day and into all the days to come. You are never alone. You have always been loved, and you will always be held. Go in peace, my dear. Life is with you. Always has been, always will be. Trust.